The Wayana and the Trio are both animistic in belief, and their whole worldview, as we began to learn it, is centered around evil spirits.
They believe that every stick and stone, every animal has a spirit and an evil spirit. When they would eat an animal, they were taking in these evil spirits that they had to get rid of.
The greatest way that Satan has to be able to keep them in bondage is through fear. If he could keep them and deceive them into believing that all these things are potential housing for evil spirits, then that's what he's going to do. And that way he keeps them in bondage.
There's going to be a number of events that were strategic, that the Lord was using, that really caused the people to turn to the Lord.
This particular woman, she happened to be down at the river and she was taking her bath. Well, while she was taking her bath, an anaconda, a great big one, it turned out to be 18 feet long. It was coming at her and she saw it and she started screaming and she was trying to claw her way up out of the water on the riverbank and trying to get away from it.
And it was killing her. It was going to take her down. It was really bad. Well, an Indian man who'd recently received Christ saw this thing happening, and as he tells the story, when he saw this, he said, I will just wrestle. What do I do? Do I kill this anaconda? And do I test this yes who I place my trust in? Because you see, yes, they killed anacondas after they received Christ, but before that, they never touched them. They believed that the spirit that is the most dangerous in the jungle, demonic spirit, is the one that uses the anaconda, the big boa constrictor. But finally he said, okay, I'm going to do it. And he kills that big snake and saves that woman's life. He goes back to the village, and the village was already wailing. They were already crying. They said, why did you do this? You're going to die. You're going to die in 3 days.
And he felt as though that was going to be a test. The God that these people are telling us about, is he more powerful than the evil spirits that we have known and feared all of our life?
Every day, they would get up and they would check to see if he was alive. And after the third day, they were rejoicing because Yesu had not done as they had feared. That he had been left alone by the demonic world, and he lived through it, and it was a testimony that he had made the right decision to trust in the Lord.
He quickly then wanted his family to all come to know Christ. When somebody would come to Christ, they would go back and immediately tell their family about that. And then very quickly after that, they would bring their whole family up to dad and mom, and they would say, hey, my family now wants to receive Christ. And so you had that multiplication effect. It was by families, one family after the next, and then they would share it with their family, and their whole family would then want to come to Christ.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see the full Lifted documentary or more behind the scene footage, click right here. But remember, if you want to see more TWR Global content that we've made, check out down below our YouTube page.